Is this on?
I am not Elias. I am Elias's younger brother.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano along with Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
That's right, I'm back. I needed a week to recuperate.
Yeah.
You know, because, man, what a week that was for me.
Right.
WrestleMania week. Went up there Thursday.
Yeah.
Was there till, we drove back Monday.
Right.
So, yeah, it was good.
It was good.
I think the best part was that, a while back ago, I came on the AEW show.
Right.
And,
yes.
And I smashed the AEW show. Okay. And then I went to WrestleMania. Uh-huh. And I smashed at WrestleMania.
Look at this.
And I won a title.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, look at that. Champ. Slammy 2 belts.
So crazy how that works.
I did it.
I
did it.
I think when Becky was double champ, I was double champ.
Yeah.
It's just like a funny coincidence. Whenever they have double champs, so do we.
We have double champs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. So me and Roman just smashing with our double champs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So maybe I'll go, smash Roman. Maybe I'll smash Roman.
Yeah.
While the Usos watch.
You're just lucky they put the Battle Royal on WrestleMania SmackDown. Otherwise, I'd be the champ.
I mean, would you though?
I would. No one else even thought of Madcap Moss winning that Battle Royal.
Yeah.
You guys were like, Damian Priest, Finn Balor. I was like, no, I don't think so.
No, they got to pay off this Happy Corbin storyline somehow.
It's true. Yeah. So, but it's funny because ever since WrestleMania, people were hopeful that maybe Raw and SmackDown would be good again.
Correct.
And it's been just as bad or worse. I mean, this week, we have awards that we do every week. I can't think of anything I could pick for best moment. I really can't.
Right.
For SmackDown and Raw, that's 5 hours of television, and I can't tell you one thing that I actually liked from the show.
Yeah.
That's bad.
It is. It's not. And it's like what you've been saying. Like, how is this the same people who made WrestleMania?
Right.
Especially because, it's not like we had our hopes sky high for WrestleMania.
No.
We were going in with very to little interest. I mean,
expectations.
You were even debating, I don't even know if I think I might sell my ticket. Honestly.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you didn't, because that worked out so
Me
great
too.
for all
I'm so
of us.
glad that I saw Stone Cold Steve Austin's last match.
Right.
His first match in 19 years, and is probably his last match ever.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, it got us all on the floor for night 2.
Yes.
So that was great.
Yep.
That was phenomenal.
Yep.
But we don't go in with any expectations for Raw or SmackDown. We're still let down.
Yeah. It's such a hard watch.
Right.
Especially if you watch live. Because it's like we've been saying. Someone comes out to have a match. We go to commercial. We come back. There's a video package of something else, a backstage interview. Meanwhile, the guy is just in the ring for 20 minutes.
Correct.
And then after that match, it's like another 20 minutes in between matches. It's just all bullshit, recaps. And
right. Can you imagine if they hired Tony Schiavone?
Oh, my God.
All right, Tony, over to you, Tony.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tony. It would be that for 20 minutes.
Tony to Tony.
Yeah.
It's rough, but it is our job to recap it. Unfortunately,
it is.
We do this. We suffer for you people.
We do.
For our fans. But first,
we have the suffers.
We have to thank some of our lovely fans who've signed up on Patreon.
Hey.
The great thing about WrestleMania season is we always get a shit ton of patrons. We had a bunch last week, and that continued this week. So, without further ado, it's been a while since you've read them.
Okay.
Do you want to do the honors?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do these.
Yeah.
All right. So we got JT Pisani.
That's their real name.
Yes.
Very close, obviously. Only one letter separates me and this guy's last name.
Yeah. So weird.
Yep.
We got Ratko
Jokic.
Yeah, maybe. This is why I asked you to do it.
I don't get it.
I don't think it's a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We got Scott Mater, Danny Cohn.
Or Cone, I don't know.
Cone.
Yeah.
Ryan Mankin.
Yeah.
The old Kanye. Not the new one.
Yeah, that new one sucks.
Yeah, the old Kanye, the good one.
Yep.
We've got Barry McCockner.
Barry McCockner.
Barry McCockner.
We have two of those now, by the way. Two of our patrons with the same name. That's crazy.
I know.
Barry McCockner?
Barry McCockner.
Maybe they're the second father-son.
That could be it. Barry McCockner Jr. We've got, let's see, Tyler Grunwald, Sebastian Atkins Taylor.
Yep.
Came quicker than Veer.
Wow, that's amazing.
There it is.
Yep.
Elias's other brother, Emmett.
Oh, wow.
Who are you?
Who knew?
I know, the third one.
Yeah.
Andrew's slightly enlarged scrotum. Just slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got Oscar Anaya.
Yep.
With a year sub.
Wow.
Yeah. And if I butcher your name, you know that's part of the process.
That's all part of it.
That's kind of why you sign up for Patreon, just to hear your name butchered.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Like people who have normal names are like, fuck, they're not going to mess my name up.
Yeah. And Andrew's slightly enlarged scrotum, they sent me their driver's license. That is their real name.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is it like
crazy.
their middle name slightly and then it's enlarged hyphen scrotum?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a married name.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I used to just be Andrew Slightly Scrotum. But now
Andrew slightly scrotum.
So yeah, if you want to be like those fine people, go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. $5 a month gets you everything. We have weekly AEW recaps. Go check out our WrestleMania podcast reviewing both nights in full detail. It was like an hour and 45-minute podcast.
It was.
It was a big one. Biggest one of the year. And coming this month, we got 2 bonus episodes for you.
1, 2.
We're going to be playing WWE 2K22.
Yes.
And the much anticipated Worst Promo Bracket Part 2.
Boom.
It's coming.
It is.
It's
like Veer.
Like Veer, but it won't disappoint when it finally arrives.
Correct.
When it finally comes, you're going to come too. It's just going to be
Yeah. All over it.
It's going to be
whatever you listen to your podcasts on.
Oh yeah. It's
Your
going to
smart
be
speaker.
It's going to be a lot of laughter. So patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. And make sure you subscribe and listen to our other podcast, Hollywood Hogwash. Available anywhere podcasts are heard. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that stuff. Where are you listening to us right now? Are you watching us on YouTube? Well, you can watch that podcast on YouTube as well. Hollywood Hogwash Pod on YouTube. And you can follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Hollywood Hog Pod. So there you go.
What's the update on the footage we shot at the parking lot?
I still have to edit that. I'll get on that this week.
Okay.
It's, I've been a little lazy, but...
There was a lot of those that were fun.
Yes, there were.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The only problem was, unlike last time we did it in New York, there wasn't as many like people just like out hanging around.
Right.
There weren't as many cosplayers.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, we still got some good footage.
Yeah, like a couple of marks, like trying to wrestle each other.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there was a guy dressed as Roman just walking around like,
Who wants to smash me?
Yeah.
Please, I need to be smashed.
And the fourth of Roman size as well. So.
correct. Yeah.
All right, so SmackDown opens with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Huge smiles for the woman who lost at WrestleMania.
Of course.
She couldn't be happier.
Couldn't be happier.
Kayla Braxton.
Like Kofi after losing the title in 8 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, happy day.
Right. Kayla Braxton says, "You are a woman of your word. You made Charlotte Flair tap out." It was like, tap out? I mean, she tapped.
She tapped, but it didn't end the match.
No.
So
yeah.
Right.
Ronda shows no emotion,
Of course.
like usual, and says that she wants a rematch at WrestleMania Backlash, but She wants an I Quit match.
Rowdy Robot Rousey.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Yeah.
So Flair pops up on the Titantron and says, "You can't even beat me in checkers." My answer is no, so get in the back of the line, bitch.
Oh, you know she means business because she said bitch.
She said the word.
Said the word bitch.
That everyone says.
The swearing is cool. Is cool now.
Yeah. Ronda says, "This fight is going to happen, and you're not going to say I quit. You're going to scream it when I bend your elbow backwards."
So I guess fuck the ankle lock again.
Right.
Now?
I guess so.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is just telling the audience 100% that Ronda's winning this belt at Backlash, right? There's no way Ronda's going to say I quit.
Well,
right?
I don't know.
There's no way. There's no way she would even agree to that. They would have to do another one of those Mankind things where she said it and they play like Charlotte knocks her out and then Ronda's like, I quit.
Right.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit. Because you know she's not going to scream it like Mankind.
Right. No, my name is Ronda Rousey and I quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll have to be something like that.
Is she like trying to do like the freaking like Lance Storm gimmick from back in the day? Like, if I could be serious for a moment.
Right.
You know, I feel like that's where they're going with her.
Yeah.
Or that's where she's going with herself. I don't know how much.
Well, she's certainly not acting like her predecessor, Roddy Piper.
No.
You know, he was crazy on the mic. A lot of emotion.
Right. She's not even giving it the emotion that she had on her first run.
No.
I mean, whether she was a face or a heel, I mean, she really did the damn thing.
Right.
You know, and then it just seems like I didn't want to do this anymore.
Why did I come back?
Right. Yeah, that's what it seems like.
I quit.
Yeah.
Maybe,
right. Seriously.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like if she loses the I quit match and says I quit, I think it's like for real.
Right.
She may just be like, well, Sasha just up and left. Why can't I?
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So.
Maybe. Next up, we have Butch. Butch's first match.
Oh, yeah.
On SmackDown, as Butch at least.
As Butch.
And he's going up against Xavier Woods, no longer a king.
Right.
They just did that in, what was it, October?
Uh-huh.
Well, he became a king in October, and they've already dropped the king gimmick.
Right.
Why? Tell me why. Right now.
I mean, if you want my hot take on it, racism?
Racism. There you go.
No, because, I mean, Corbin was king for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Nakamura gets it. He's king for 2 weeks.
Right.
Woods, it's already gone. At least it lasted a few months.
Yeah.
But yeah, why isn't he King Woods?
I don't know. Why would they drop that?
Right.
Like, New Day's doing nothing. They're feuding with Sheamus and Butch and Holland, and it's all terrible.
Right.
You should have
the WrestleMania match was cut from night one. They were all pissed, so they gave them 2 minutes on night 2.
90 seconds.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, this should have been, you know, what we said from the beginning. King Woods, it turns him heel.
Right.
And then he feuds with Kofi, and then you get Xavier Woods gets a push, finally.
Yeah.
For like the first time ever.
Well, you'd have to have someone other than Roman with the title, but...
Yeah. Or at least the IC title, you know. Woods
has
never had that.
Split up Woods and Kofi. Leave Kofi on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Send Woods over to Raw. Who cares?
The New Day had its run. It's been 7 years. The New Day has been around as long as our podcast.
Right.
Our podcast was 2015. That's when the New Day fucking debuted.
Right. And like, I know you can argue like, oh, well, DX has been around that. Yeah, but DX stopped for a while.
Yeah, DX was not a faction for 7 straight years.
No, it wasn't.
It was only like a couple years, and then they broke up, got back, you know.
Yeah. Like, you can do fucking New Day reunion tours and shit.
Of course. Just like the Shield, just like every stable that's ever existed.
Right. And at this point, like, are they even putting out merch that's selling?
Right.
Is anyone putting out merch that's selling?
Yeah.
Like, I think...
New Day has had their time. It's over.
Yeah. Like, my first 2 T-shirt purchases in forever were at WrestleMania.
Right.
Like, I bought the KO Mania shirt, and I bought this Austin shirt, just because it's not often you see an Austin shirt that doesn't say, your city here, 316.
Right.
You know? I don't want a Houston 316 shirt.
Yeah.
This just says, open up a can of whoop ass. It's got Texas and Stone Cold.
It's got the skull logo in the middle.
It's got all you need.
Yeah.
So
there you go. So before this match, New Day says it's the season opener, which means all match records are reset.
AEW.
And it was like, okay, but come September, they're going to say it's the season premiere of SmackDown. So
Right.
whatever.
And also, since when do they have match records?
Yeah, right.
And when has it ever mattered?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, if the New Day gets a win here, it'll be big for their team. Okay, the 10-time tag champs.
Yeah, right.
During the match, Pat McAfee accidentally called Butch Pete. So that's good.
Yeah,
They were in a faction in NXT together.
they were.
Pat McAfee's fucking stable. He had Pete Dunne, Ridge Holland, and Lorcan and Birch.
Yeah, Oni Lorcan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Butch got busted open above his nose early in the match, and he loses his first match on the main roster to a roll-up.
Yeah.
Butch, which he should, I guess.
Right.
He's not Pete Dunne.
Right.
When he came out and they're like, Butch versus Xavier Woods, I was like, what would be cool is Xavier Woods versus Pete Dunne. That's a match I want to see.
Right. Yeah.
But Woods versus Butch? Anyone versus Butch?
Bitch.
Where he just comes out and looks like this 10-year-old.
Crutchy
Crutchy.
from the Newsies.
And he's dressed exactly like Sheamus. It's like
know.
Sheamus's mini-me.
Yeah.
It's terrible. After the match, Butch throws a fit, slaps Sheamus and Ridge Holland, and then Sheamus sits Butch on the top rope, and he folds his arms in anger. So he's literally...
pouts.
He is like a 10-year-old brat.
He's a child.
So
That's his
terrible.
gimmick.
So bad. Moving on, backstage, Sami Zayn tells Adam Pearce, I want my respect back. I want a match with the next person that walks through the door. And then Drew McIntyre walks out of the men's locker room. Sammy wants someone else, but Pearce says the match is official. And then someone hands...
Just like that.
Yeah, that's it. Then someone hands Pearce a note, and Pearce looks worried. And I guess we'll get back to that. I don't even remember what that was. I guess we'll find out. Next up, we have Gunther's SmackDown debut.
Oh, boy.
Hi, I'm Gunther. And we have his manager, Ludwig Kaiser, ringside.
Who are you?
Oh. Just going that full German name route.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Formerly known as Marcel Bartel.
Oh, yeah, because that name fucking sucks.
Yeah. Ludwig
Ludwig.
Kaiser.
I don't even think he's German.
No?
You know?
Marcel?
Yeah.
I know Fabian Eichner's Italian.
Right.
I think Marcel is.
Maybe. I don't know.
But Ludwig Kaiser. I still want the explanation of why he's Gunther and not Walter.
Uh-huh.
I don't...
During this match, the crowd was chanting Walter.
Yes.
And Pat McAfee said, they're chanting Gunther.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. That was funny.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing is like McAfee's calling him Gunther. The ring announcer called him Gunther, and Cole's calling him Gunther. Like they can't figure it out.
No.
Like clearly it's supposed to be Gunther, but
Right.
whatever.
Because it's a terrible name.
It's terrible.
You know, I like how Pat McAfee seems like he's fighting the system.
Right.
I'm going to call Butch Pete, you know, I'm going to call Gunther the wrong name.
Yeah.
You know.
And someone tweeted like, if his name was originally Gunther and they changed it to Walter, people would be angry. And it's like, well, that's not the point. It was, why are you changing the name in the first place?
Correct.
And Walter sounds way better than Gunther. Gunther is a stupid fuck.
Yeah.
Like, Gunther just sounds dumb. But he did look good squashing this jobber.
Yeah.
And he did lose weight. Like, he
did.
looks great.
Yeah, he looks in great shape.
Physically, he looks great. He wins
Right.
with a power bomb.
Which was funny because, like, a while back ago when there was, like, rumors that, like, Walter may be coming to, the main roster, they were concerned about his weight, like Vince was. Mm-hmm. So I guess he got his wish.
He slimmed down.
Yeah.
He looks great, but his name is still fucking Gunther.
It is.
Next up, Kayla interviews Raquel Rodriguez.
Who are you?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Right.
Another name change.
Yeah. So you expect us to believe that She left NXT Tuesday.
Yes.
Changed her name and showed up on SmackDown Friday with a new name.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I think her actual last name might be Raquel or Veronica Rodriguez. Let me see here. No, Victoria Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess she didn't want her actual last name.
Or they didn't want her to have it.
Yeah.
So Raquel Rodriguez.
But Rodriguez? I mean, okay,
yeah,
whatever.
Double R's.
Right.
So Los Lotharios like what they see, and they're like, we want to welcome you with the keys.
With our dicks and our keys.
And they go in for a kiss, and she's like, not a chance.
Right.
And they're like,
Okay, you're lost.
Yeah.
I guess we'll go fuck each other instead.
okay.
Oh, yes.
With our dicks.
Well, this is way better, yes.
And then she asks Kayla, are these guys always this annoying? And Kayla's like, It's like, you mean rapey? 'Cause that was pretty rapey.
Right. Are these guys always this rapey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's our first glimpse of Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah. Who's her first match with?
Probably Humberto. I don't know.
Right.
She should just squash both of them.
She should.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Or like fight whoever they kiss. Like she turns heel, they kiss a girl in the crowd, and she's like, I'm fighting this bitch.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I'm hoping that now we can finally, like, if they're not going to do anything good with Rhea Ripley,
Yeah.
let her team with Raquel. They teamed before they both like kind of like blew up in NXT.
Yeah.
And they made a hell of a tag team.
Well, that's not happening.
Let them be a tag team. Let them win the tag titles.
I think Rhea's going to Edge's stable,
Well,
which that'll be cool, but
hopefully she does. But if not, I mean, hey,
right.
you know, you have how many women's tag teams right now? One?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And that's Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Because Sasha and Naomi aren't a tag team.
They're not a tag team. No.
Tag team champions, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, you know, when you'd have like Stone Cold win the title with Mankind or something.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Next up, we have Happy Talk. Madcap Moss is stoked because he won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but Corbin isn't happy because he lost at WrestleMania.
Right.
And Corbin says, there's only one man to blame for my loss, and that man is Madcap Moss.
I don't get it.
And the fans chant Madcap Moss, Madcap Moss.
Right.
They like him. I don't know why, but, you know, they're
Neither
chanting
do
him.
I.
Moss apologizes, but Corbin says, I think you've gotten too big for your suspenders. And you forgot your place, and that's to tell me a joke. So Moss tells Corbin a couple of corny jokes, but Corbin doesn't like them. Let's see.
No, okay.
What do you call me when I'm such a bonehead that I cost you a match? Madcap lost.
Huh.
Yeah.
Dominik bullshit!
Okay.
Take two.
What would you call Adam Pierce if he ran a brothel? Madam Pierce.
That was crickets.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
So now I guess I know. Like, yeah, if I'm Corbin, I would hate him too.
Yeah, I get it. I understand it now.
So Corbin threatens to fire Moss unless he can make him laugh. So
Wait,
Moss,
so Corbin pays his paycheck?
I guess, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what
Weird.
an idiot.
Weird.
So Moss makes a joke at Corbin's expense. Corbin attacks him from behind, and they brawl for a bit, and then Moss stands tall after clotheslining Corbin out of the ring. Yeah.
So WrestleMania Backlash?
Oh, I don't even know if they wait that long.
And a joke off?
And a joke off.
Two jack-offs do a joke off?
The jack off joke off.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would think this would just be like a SmackDown match next week or something.
You would think.
You would hope.
Well, I wouldn't hope, but
I mean, just to get it out of the way.
I guess so.
Make it a pay-per-view
All right.
match.
Yeah.
But, like, Corbin can't lose. I don't know. Corbin's going to lose this feud? I'm not sure about that. Maybe Moss wins the first one. Corbin wins the next three.
Uh-huh. Because you know there will be the next three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, the following 10 matches, too.
Can't forget those.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens there. Backstage, Jinder Mahal demands a match against Ricochet for the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay, that escalated quickly.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Pierce says no.
Uh-huh.
And Mahal's like, Shanky! And he walks away. And then later we find out the match is happening next week.
Oh.
What happened?
He must have had Shanky go in there and blow him. I mean,
that's what he said.
Yeah.
Shanky.
Yeah, that's what it was. Get in there, Shanky.
Yeah. Well, like, what? Then Ronda walks up and asks if her match was approved, but Pierce says, I'm told we'll get an answer tomorrow.
Huh?
So
nobody works on Saturday.
Yeah. And they announced it on social media.
Oh, okay. The social media people work on Saturday.
But we never found out what that note was about, right?
No.
Someone handed Adam Pierce a note, and he was like, boo. Right? We never found out what that was?
I guess they never paid it off, yeah.
Shocker.
Right, I know.
Or if they did a terrible job.
Right.
Like, what was that? Mahal asking for a match?
Yes.
Oh, God, it's terrible.
It was a note saying, like, Shanky's going to blow you if you give him that IC title match. He's like, whoa!
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Good God. Which, that's so weird that they randomly made that a match. It makes me think Mahal might win because it just feels so random that they would even make that a match to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, is Ricochet going to drop it so that, like, maybe Madcap Moss could win the title from a heel or something in a month?
I mean,
it could be one of those weird things.
It could be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. That belt is irrelevant.
Right.
That belt has been irrelevant for a long time now.
It has been like 2 years now.
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time it was relevant, I would say, was when Miz had it.
Probably.
And he was cutting those awesome promos
every week. His wife was there.
That was like 2016.
I know. He was feuding with Ambrose.
Yeah, and then Ziggler. Like that. I think the latest was 2017.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
There was even like a career versus title match between him and Ziggler.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
And Ziggler had the big win, and
right.
It felt really cool.
And I think Miz won it like right back.
Something like that.
Show.
Yeah. Sure. Next up, we have Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. We've seen this match a bunch of times in the last couple of years.
We have.
Sami tries to bail a few minutes into the match, so Drew runs him down and brings him back to the ring. McIntyre sets up for the Claymore, but Sami leaves the ring and leaves through the crowd.
Yeah.
Drew wins by countout. Rematch next week. They already fucking announced it.
Of course.
During the show, they announced it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, and next week, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. Let's run that back.
No count out match.
No one wants to see this match.
You know, if you would stop like counting down to the Claymore like an idiot, Sami Zayn wouldn't have been able to get away.
That's true.
You know, he would have just turned around and boom, Claymore.
Right.
No, you got to count down.
I mean, it's strange why. Like, we've already seen McIntyre versus Roman Reigns, but you would think the logical step is for them to feud again.
Right.
Here, because Drew's like the #1 babyface on SmackDown. But he's not. He's just feuding with Sami Zayn again.
Right, yeah. I mean, are they trying to
pointless
build him back up, maybe? To get him in championship contender spot? I don't know.
I mean, you let him kick out of the end of days.
Right.
Which no one ever had.
Yeah.
But now he's just going to squash Sami for a while.
Sure.
Next up, we get a reintroduction to Lacey Evans.
Where the hell have you been?
Having Ric Flair's baby.
Yeah, where's Ric Flair?
Yeah.
Where the fuck?
Where's that baby daddy at?
What the hell's going on? So she talks about her rough childhood, which means she's a babyface now.
Yeah, yeah.
She left a heel.
Pretty big heel, too.
Big heel. I'm fucking your dad.
Yeah.
It was a Pornhub category.
It was.
She was the stepmom.
Stop it, Step Flair.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Step Flair?
Now she's back. It's just this weird video promo where she's like, oh, we were poor, and oh my God, and I was in the military, and oh, feel bad for me, and
also
here I am.
Also, I don't have a Southern accent anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
right.
Weird.
I don't get it. She's turned heel and face so many times.
Right. She's rivaling the Big Show.
And yeah. She's way better as a heel.
For sure.
It's God, why?
Yeah.
Why? Next up, we have Sasha Banks versus Liv Morgan.
Wild card!
Are they really wild cards if they're there for a title?
Well, Liv Morgan's not a champion.
Well, I know, but like she's there to contend for women's tag titles.
Yeah, but not. This was a singles match.
Well, yeah.
We got Naomi on commentary, but no Rhea Ripley. Sasha hits a frog splash, but Liv kicks out. They showed Shayna Baszler and Natalya watching backstage, and Shayna was shuffling a deck of cards. Oh. She's the queen of spades. You get it?
Yeah, I do.
You don't get it, huh?
No.
So the spades, like that's like one of the, that's
like
on
a shovel, a spade.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Sasha hits a superplex, and Liv gets the win with a roll-up.
Wow.
Superplex, roll-up.
Roll-up.
There you go.
Yeah.
So 2 roll-ups, a count-out, and a jobber squash. Those are your 4 matches on SmackDown.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about it.
The math. Yeah. The math checks out.
Yeah, ask Scott Steiner. He'll tell you.
Yeah.
It all adds up. Mm-hmm. Finally, the Bloodline arrives.
Oh, okay.
And if you watch the Raw after Mania, Roman came out, and he was just like, I'll tell you on SmackDown, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then they left. That was it. You waited 3 hours for that.
Uh-huh.
This week, Roman says, everyone's wondering what's next for the Tribal Chief, but I don't think I can do anymore. Because in reality, my shoulder's fucked up, but we're going to pretend that's not real.
Right.
So we're just going to have me do nothing for a few months.
Yeah.
Because we can't tell you that.
Correct.
We can't ruin my streak.
Exactly. Yeah. So he wants his cousins to have 2 titles each like he does. So he tells them, go to Raw and bring me those Raw Tag Team Championships. And then the music hits and Shinsuke Nakamura comes out.
Right.
And everyone's confused.
Okay.
We're like, all right. I don't.
Sure.
There was like a gauntlet like a year ago that Nakamura was going to win, but then like Roman Reigns came out and just like the Bloodline beat the fuck out of him. And then nothing ever came of it.
Right. This is that payoff.
This is the payoff.
Yeah.
So Nakamura comes out. Nakamura doesn't say anything because Roman interrupts him and he's like, I understand you're upset because you lost your partner, Rick Boogs.
Well, he goes to speak and Roman covers the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I get it. We lost Jimmy for a while. Come on, give me a hug. Give me a hug. So Roman gives Nakamura a hug. And Nakamura, like all of us, are like, what the fuck is going on?
Correct.
And then the Usos super kick him.
And then
that's it.
How?
And then that's it. What comes on after SmackDown? I don't know. Whatever comes on.
The news.
The news.
The local news.
Wow. No, they cut to Caleb Braxton. Wow. A super kick to Nakamura. Oh, R.I.P. And then they just fade out.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of SmackDown. Roman hugs Nakamura and the Usos super kick him. I don't even know if this means Nakamura's going to fight Roman. I don't even know that that's what this like. Nakamura comes out and you just make him look like the biggest fucking piece of shit that ever existed.
Correct.
Like, why would anyone want to see Nakamura and Reigns now?
It tracks.
You made him look like a total piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. I really don't get it.
Is like Roman not gonna fight at WrestleMania Backlash?
I don't know.
It's May 8th.
Or maybe
so
he works
a little over a month.
Maybe he works through it and just does like squash matches for a while. Where like the Usos beat up Nakamura, they ring the bell, and then he just spears him for the win. Because we saw it. His shoulder was fucked up. Everyone saw it.
Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of damage there. He's got to have some sort of legitimate injury. For them to not say anything about it, it seems suspect.
Right.
When Balor was the NXT champion and he broke his jaw, they gave him like 3 months off and they didn't strip him of the title.
Yeah.
But they did that, so I feel like that's what they're doing here.
But like, I feel like here you have 2 shows, but you have one guy holding both belts.
Yeah.
So we get to see 0 title defenses.
Yes.
We'll
see.
The next month or 2.
Yeah, we'll see. Roman was not on Raw this week.
No, he wasn't.
Double champ. No Lesnar either. He's probably gone for a while. Raw opens with MizTV with his guest Cody Rhodes. And they got rid of the stupid box that Cody came out of on Raw last week.
Okay.
Because that didn't look good.
It didn't.
Instead,
especially because it was just when they cut it, was just his head poking out. Okay.
Right. Instead, they have a bunch of pyro go to where you come out, and then he just kind of appears there, like he magically appears. So it's still a cool entrance.
It is, yeah.
You know, and Cody got as much pyro as Roman Reigns
for sure.
So that should tell you something,
right? Something.
He's taking it. He's taking at least one of those titles.
I think so.
Miz says, now that we broke our pyro budget and you spent 45 minutes to come out here, are you trying to upstage me?
It's a good line.
Miz mentions Dusty Rhodes and does his lisp. He's like, oh, you're the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And Jerry Lawler was like, spot on. By the way, Jerry Lawler was on commentary.
Because Corey Graves is on fuckcation.
Exactly.
With Carmella.
When they first mentioned it, Jerry Lawler was like, is Corey really getting married? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, oh, no. Oh, no. That reminds me of my 7 marriages.
Was he mad because he wants to fuck Corey or he wants to fuck Carmella?
Oh, well, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, maybe both of them.
Probably.
But, Lawler's, stuck in the 90s.
He is.
Where, he's the only one doing that now. Where it's when you get married, it's like, what are you doing? Oh,
right.
What the
ball
fuck?
and chain.
You piece of shit. You can't fuck hoas anymore. You can't fuck the hoas.
Yeah.
So
probably why a lot of his marriages have failed.
Exactly.
You know?
So Miz tells Cody, if it wasn't for your father, you wouldn't be the grandson of a plumber. You'd just be a plumber. And Cody says, well, it'd be good to be a plumber right now because you are full of... Oh no, I stopped myself. I won't say it, but you know what I mean, right?
Right.
That was fucking lame.
It was.
Don't do it if you're not going to do it.
Right, who cares? It's shit.
Yeah.
I'll say it 5 times right now.
Do it.
Shit, 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 shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so offended.
I know. Right?
Get out.
Who cares?
You piece of... No, I won't say it. I won't stoop to Eric's level and say it.
What do you think? You're better than me?
Take it easy, sweetheart.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Cody also says, I am here to win the undisputed WWE Universal Championship belt. And Miz says, it's a title. A belt holds up your pants. Which, yeah, all right. We've heard that before.
Okay, yeah.
But notice he said belt, not belts.
Right.
He said belt as if there's going to be one belt.
Yeah.
And if there is, where the fuck is it?
Correct.
Roman's still holding 2 titles.
Yeah.
There was some rumored Photoshop stuff where it's basically the Universal or WWE Championship, but it's covered in gold.
It's gold, yeah.
And it's that's better than what they currently have, but it's still the same design.
Right.
Actually make a championship belt. That's just not a big W for once.
It really hit big with the villain from Austin Powers 3.
Yeah.
Gold member.
Gold member.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll see if it's just one belt. I don't know. I would hope, but not so sure. I just thought it was interesting that Cody said belt as if there's one belt.
Yeah.
But the fans do chant Cody. Miz flips out and tells him, this is my show. Cody says, I want to face the best wrestlers in WWE. And Miz said, superstars. And it's yeah, all right.
Okay, we get it. Yeah.
I wonder if that was planned or Cody's just still he's not used to the shitty WWE verbiage. Where you have to say superstars.
It could be a little bit of both, actually.
Right.
I feel like he may have been saying it backstage, oh, we should do something like this on TV where you're corrected about it. You know?
Right. Because wrestlers,
belts, wrestlers. Who gives a fuck?
Go back 20 years. It's not even that long, but Stone Cold would always say belt. Right. Everyone would always say belt.
Yeah.
And wrestlers. Mm-hmm. And you know what I mean?
No one cares.
No one cares.
Yeah. Who cares?
Right. What's a superstar? What are you even talking about?
Right. It's way to go, superstar.
Yeah. Superstar.
Yeah, that's all I think of. That skit from Saturday Night. Maybe that's why they have to say it.
Right.
They're trying to, what is it? Inception us with that movie.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Miz tries to attack Cody, but Rhodes throws him out of the ring, and we'll get back to that later. Next up, we have Dominik Mysterio versus Veer Mahan.
That's weird.
Why?
Because this was originally supposed to be his daddy versus Veer.
That's right. No Ray.
Any explanation?
No.
Okay.
No. Maybe he got COVID. There could always be that.
Maybe.
But they should say that. They should say something like that.
Right.
You know, like give some sort of an explanation instead of just like, here it is. This is always what it was.
But he's supposed to be super.
Yeah.
How can he get COVID?
Yeah. Dominik got some offense in. He dove onto Veer outside the ring, and Veer caught him, but he would have fallen down if he didn't have the barricade.
Right.
Because he was falling back, and then he slammed into the barricade and then was able to, like, you know, lift himself back up to his feet.
Played it off pretty well.
Yeah, he did. Veer makes Dominik tap to like a shitty version of the camel clutch or the accolade.
Half a clutch.
Half a clutch. It doesn't look good.
No.
He doesn't even pretend to put any weight into the move.
No.
Like when Rusev did it or Iron Sheik, like they actually sit on them and it looks good.
Right.
He just stands over them and then just grabs the neck and he's like, and then it's like, I'm scared. I'm tapping because I'm scared.
Right. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. So Dominik taps. And then he locks it in again, and officials run out, and they end up putting Dominik on a gurney.
Right.
And the whole thing just looks so phony because that move doesn't even look painful at all.
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's not.
Right. So that's 2 weeks now that Veer's come hard all over Dominik.
Yeah. He likes him. I don't know.
Really has a taste.
I did notice, though, that they put Dominik on the gurney before they put him in a neck brace. And I was like, I think they have that backwards.
I think so. No one vetted these quote-unquote EMTs.
Yeah. After the break, they load Dominik in an ambulance, and then Kevin Patrick asks Veer, why did you do it? And Veer says, I strike fear in the heart of any man. There you go.
Any man.
Even you.
Oh.
Kevin Patrick. And he's like, oh, God, no.
And then he shits himself.
He does. Veer does.
Next up, we have AJ Styles and Damian Priest having a match. We watched footage of them brawling in back-to-back segments. First, we see AJ arrive. They're like, earlier today, AJ arrived backstage, and then he sees Priest, and they fight. We go to commercial. When we come back, they show that same thing again. I'm not joking.
In case you missed it 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Here it is again.
By the way, we saw this match 2 months ago.
We did.
But in WWE terms, this might as well be like a first-time ever matchup.
Right.
2 months ago? That might as well be 2 decades ago.
Right, yeah.
Styles hit the turnbuckle for real and was busted open a little bit. Priest knocked Styles out of the ring. Then the lights turn blue. Priest gets down on one knee, stares into the camera, and we go to commercial.
Yeah.
When we come back from commercial, both men are gone, and the match is over.
This is bullshit!
When I was watching this, when they came back from commercial, I literally did this. I mean, I laughed my ass off.
Right.
I couldn't believe what I saw.
Right.
I figured that this is just some weird thing they're going to do to go to commercial. When we come back, they'll keep fighting.
No.
But no, we come back and Jimmy Smith is like, the power in the arena's off. Really? Because I'm looking at you right now and there's lights on you.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? The power's off.
Right.
Is this retribution? Oh my God, did they blow up a transformer?
And
what?
Damien did some they did black lights and made him have a vampire look.
Yeah, right.
Oh God.
What the fuck? There's no way.
Can it at least be the Brood?
There's no way Edge was like, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Totally my vision.
There's no way.
Yeah. So I guess they listened to us about the bisexual vampire.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
This is one of the dumbest
things. Want credit for it.
This is one of the dumbest things they've done in a very long time.
For sure.
In the middle of the match, the lights turn blue. When we come back, it's over.
Yeah.
And it's done.
Right.
What? Why did Priest end the match? He was winning.
Mm-hmm. I guess he turned into a bat and flew away.
That's it. They might as well.
We're going to end the match.
Oh, fuck. He turned into a bat. Hold on. Is that against the rules?
Right.
No, it is. It is. It says you can't be a bat.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, shit. Styles, you get the win, I guess.
I guess so.
You're not a bat, so you win. Congratulations.
Right. Are you?
What? Hold on, let's wait. Give it a 10-second count.
Hold it.
10, 9.
Hold it.
8. We'll just take your word for it.
You're not a bat.
It doesn't look like you're going to turn into a bat.
Yeah. But there he goes. Damn it.
Fuck. All right. Moving on, we have Cody Rhodes versus The Miz.
All right.
And this is still the first hour.
It is.
Like, they're watering down Cody's entrance by doing it twice in an hour.
I know. They really are.
Like, so you're yawning just thinking about it.
I know.
And he's got, like, one of the coolest entrances.
It really does. Like, I mean, he's really going to break the pyro budget. They're doing all this pyro twice a night.
Like, it's one thing if you open the show with it, because then Raw's 3 hours. You could make this the main event.
You could.
But they don't.
Yeah.
It's not the main event. It's just 30 minutes later. Here it is.
Right.
Seth Rollins came out to watch. Cody hit the Cody cutter. And I wonder how Orton feels about that.
Right. I can't wait for him to hit that on Orton.
Right.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. And then Crossroads for the win.
Uh-huh.
Which is interesting because, like, he had to hit Seth with 4 of those to beat him. Only 1 for The Miz.
Well, this is The Miz.
It's The Miz. Yeah.
Look at his rating on 2K22.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
After the match, Rollins gets in the ring and challenges Cody to a rematch, and Cody accepts.
Right.
You would hope it's WrestleMania Backlash.
I imagine it would
But
be.
if maybe they can't wait that long, who knows? You would hope, though. Because that was a good match. I don't mind seeing that again. And WrestleMania Backlash is going to be a lot of rematches.
Yeah.
Ronda and Charlotte.
WrestleMania back rematch.
Yes, exactly.
WrestleMania run it back.
Run it back.
Yeah.
2 nights? 2 nights Backlash?
Oh, God.
They're going to do that eventually. Like SummerSlam will be 2 nights.
Oh.
Royal Rumble will be 2 nights. The women on Saturday, the men on Sunday. God. Sorry, I'm just telling you what's, what's going to happen.
I don't see that being viable for those shows,
Right. Maybe not. But neither was like putting SummerSlam in a giant stadium. That didn't work either.
That's true. Especially when you tarp off half of it.
Yeah. Next up, Kevin Patrick interviews Tommaso Ciampa backstage.
Oh, okay.
And before Raw, there were reports that Ciampa was officially called up to the main roster.
Uh-huh.
So everyone was wondering, like, what is his new name going to be?
Right.
Because they always do that.
They do.
My guess was that he would just be Ciampa, but they would just replace the I with an H, so it would be like spelled out.
Yeah.
Like it actually is Ciampa, Champa.
Right.
But no, he's still Tommaso Ciampa for now. I imagine at some point. Yeah.
For now. Yeah.
I imagine at some point it'll get changed.
Right. Like, it's funny, like, you say something like that, and every time, like, I see them, like, alter spelling because of whatever, I always think of that movie, That Thing You Do.
Yeah.
Where it's like, the Neaters. And it's like, no, it's the Wonders. Like, one.
Right.
Yeah.
So before Ciampa can really say anything, Ezekiel interrupts to introduce himself.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Owens walks up and yells at Ezekiel, but Ezekiel says again, "You're mistaken. I'm Elias's younger brother, Ezekiel."
And then Ciampa just fucking snaps his own neck.
He should have. KO then tells Ciampa, "Hey, that's Elias." And Ciampa's like, "No, that's Ezekiel." And then Owens flips out and walks away.
How would Ciampa know who the fuck it is?
Right. Or care.
Right. Yeah, that's true too.
So this is what WWE has decided to do with Ciampa and Kevin Owens. And Elias, for that matter.
Right.
Owens just fought Stone Cold Steve Austin
at
WrestleMania.
His first match in 19 years.
And now he's doing this.
He main evented.
Yeah.
Night 1.
Right. And let's be honest, that was the main event of both nights.
It was.
And now they're doing this.
Now he's trying to convince.
Like, who's Kevin Owens feuding with? Ezekiel? Ciampa? Is Ciampa just in the middle of this? Is Ciampa going to be the ref for their match?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
Later, Owens tells Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville that he's going to give Ezekiel a lie detector test next week. Yeah.
Wow. Remember when we used to like Elias?
Yeah. Remember when we used to like Kevin Owens a couple weeks ago?
Yeah. That was a good couple weeks ago.
I mean, if anyone can make a stupid skit funny, it's Kevin Owens.
I guess so.
But this is still terrible.
Right.
This Ezekiel shit is so bad.
It is.
Why? Why did you... Everything that was special about Elias, they took it away.
I know.
He looks like just a generic wrestler that you start with.
He does, and he has he was hiding bad skin under there.
Right.
It's like Dane Cook. No wonder Dane Cook always had a beard. You see him clean shaven in one of his movies. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
Jesus, guy. Jesus.
Next up, we have Liv Morgan versus Naomi. This was supposed to be a tag team title match.
It's supposed to.
But no Rhea Ripley again.
She was in COVID protocol.
COVID protocol.
Like concussion protocol, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
Everything's got a protocol.
Liv goes for a Hurricane Run off the top rope, but Naomi counters with a power bomb. Liv kicks out of a power bomb.
Yes.
But then you know what she can't kick out of? You know what happens when you kick out of a power bomb?
No.
You know what happens when someone power bombs you off the top rope and you kick out?
What?
You know what happens, Eric Hamilton?
What?
You just got rolled up. Kicked out of a power bomb.
That's good.
Loses to a roll up 30 seconds later.
Right. What the shit?
Yeah.
I mean.
And didn't she beat Sasha with a roll up?
She did. Yeah.
Roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, Gunther roll up, Gunther roll up.
Beaten by my own move.
Yeah. And now they're saying the tag team match is next week, unless someone else gets COVID.
Which might happen.
Which is, if it happens, that's when Rhea beats the fuck out of Liv, and then Edge comes out, Rhea is about to beat up Liv, but then she turns the lights blue, and then they disappear.
Yeah. And Liv's just like, I don't know what to do now.
What the fuck is happening? What do I do?
What do I do?
Help me. I need a tag team partner. Help me. Next up, we have the VIP lounge. Bobby Lashley comes out first because he decided to invite himself. And Lashley, I should have pulled audio because Lashley really struggled to get the words out of his mouth.
Right.
Showing us why he had a manager this whole time.
Yeah.
Why he needs a manager still.
Why he needs a mouthpiece.
He's like, MVP, this is a VIP lounge. He can't get the words out.
Right.
So then Omos and MVP come out to the stage, and MVP tells Lashley, you didn't want to share the WrestleMania spotlight with me? I made you. You were with that wannabe TikTok star. So a little shot at Lana. Mm-hmm. And they hyped the rematch for Omos and Lashley, but then Lashley tells MVP, once I'm done with Omos, I'm coming after you. And then Lashley destroys the IKEA furniture.
He does.
In the MVP
They're
lounge.
amazed that he lifted up a 50-pound couch.
Yeah. And a 5-pound table. I have that same IKEA table in my fucking movie room.
Yeah, we play hacky sack with it.
Oh my God.
It was good to see
the best is when he picks up the chair and you see the hollow fucking, there's nothing there.
Same with the couch, there's nothing underneath.
IKEA cardboard fucking couch.
No wonder no one sat on it. Yeah. You know, it would have collapsed.
For sure. If Lashley sat on it, yeah.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
So I guess that's another rematch we're going to see at Backlash?
Yeah.
Omos and Lashley.
It was good to see Omos in a suit, not dressed like Sheamus.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm not excited about this.
They took 4 regular suits and stitched them together.
Correct, yeah.
To make that suit.
Yeah.
But yeah, another rematch. That match at Mania was fucking terrible.
Big time.
Oh God, it gets worse. Next up, we see R-Truth, Tozawa, and Reggie walk out of a locker room that they made look like a club. So their bachelor party is backstage in the arena.
Correct.
And somewhere in the arena, there's a strip club.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And R-Truth is like, where's Dana in the 24/7 championship? And Reggie's like, oh yeah, Dana and Tamina are having a bachelorette party. And Truth is worried about the 24/7 title, so they decide to crash it. And later, Dana thanks Tamina for having a truce for the bachelorette party. And then we have Angel and Humberto show up.
Okay, yeah.
And they kissed Tamina and Dana on the cheek. So they cheated on their fiancés.
Correct.
But one could only guess that, Reggie and Tozawa were fucking some strippers in that locker room.
Probably. If you're in a locker room with a stripper, you're fucking.
Then Nikki Ash shows up with the male strippers, but one is actually a ref. Nikki rolls up.
Which somehow Tamina figures out with the ref not even looking at her direction.
Right. I think Tamina just really wanted to fuck that stripper. She was like, "Ugh!"
Yeah.
Oh, you're a ref.
Oh, you're a ref?
So Nikki rolls up Dana, but Tamina breaks it up. And then the boys show up and everyone's yelling. There's a bunch of random extras too. But R-Truth gets them all to stop when he reminds them that it's all about the love.
Yeah.
Or something.
And he lets them know that he pulls out a certificate showing them he is an ordained marriaging guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he says next week they're having 2 weddings.
Yeah.
Jesus!
Yeah.
And, if Vince wrote it, then,
This is such good shit.
He loves a good wedding.
2 weddings.
Yeah.
God help us all.
All of us.
Also backstage, Austin Theory tells Pierce and Deville that Vince told him he's getting a United States Championship match soon, which he didn't earn.
Of course.
He lost at Mania.
He did.
He lost.
He did.
And now we're going to see Austin Theory versus Finn Balor for what, the 10th time this year?
Right.
Oh, also, he tells them, my name isn't Austin Theory anymore. It's just Theory now. Did you miss this part? He even said Vince didn't like the Austin part, so we're going with just Theory. Which is hilarious because all these names get changed because of Vince McMahon. Now they're literally on TV saying, Vince changed my name. So he's just Theory now. Coming to the ring, weighing 230 pounds, Theory. That's your name, Theory. Yeah.
I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus fucking... That's not even a fucking name! No. Theory!
Yeah. Imagine that to Ember Moon. Here she comes, Moon!
Yeah.
What?
Damian Priest. Here comes Priest!
Here comes the Priest! What?
Yeah.
The fuck? And he's going to win the title next week.
It's not like Edge.
Right, no.
Where it could be a single name.
It's a cool name.
It's not Batista.
Right.
Theory. You know, I have a theory about this.
Whoa.
JBL.
Oh, yeah, sure.
This could be the worst event in wrestling history.
Yeah. Seth Rollins.
This is bullshit.
I think this deserves a Randy Orton.
Oh, yeah, it sure does.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Yeah.
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 Of all the dumb fucking things, this has to be the dumbest.
It's really bad. Really bad. Really bad shows this week. And we're not done. Next up, we have Bianca Belair versus Queen Zelina.
Same old Monday Night Raw.
KOD for the win.
Sure.
After the match, Sonya Deville comes out and tells Belair, I have your next opponent for the Raw Women's Championship. And if you didn't see this coming, kids, then you're probably not a wrestling fan.
Well, I mean,
or maybe you should stop watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, she makes believe like the opponent is going to come out to the stage, but then she attacks Belair from behind and says, your next challenger is me. Because there's no one left. That's the other problem.
Right.
There's so few women that there's no one left. Because it was like, you could have Bayley return, but Bayley and Belair have already feuded.
Right. You could have had Asuka return.
Asuka, right, but she would, I guess, have to be a heel.
That's fine.
Which is fine, but still no Asuka. No Bayley. Carmella's getting married. Alexa's getting married.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting married. But no, they need more women. They need more women.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like Shotzi or Xia Li?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, yeah.
All those women who are literally doing fuck all.
Fuck all.
Fuck all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So backstage, Pierce asks Sonya, who the hell do you think you are? And Sonya says, there's nothing you can do to stop me. Don't be jealous that I'm still in my prime.
Oh.
So now they're having issues again.
Yeah, they're going to feud at SummerSlam. Can't wait.
But they've done this before where it seems like they're having issues. Someone's going to take the power, maybe Sonya, and then nothing happens. They're on the same page.
Nothing happens ever.
Nothing ever happens. Yeah. Next up, we have RK Bro versus Alpha Academy.
Monday Night Raw.
Balor, you didn't let me get to it.
I know.
Thanks. Oh, and how about this? Orton hits Gable with an RKO for the win.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
What else is new?
Yeah.
After the match, the Usos pull up in an SUV. But don't worry, they weren't driving. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, that's...
You got to be concerned with things like that.
Exactly. I mean, when Brock hit them with a forklift, a few weeks ago, he was actually saving Roman Reigns' life because Jay was behind the wheel.
He was.
So, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, no, don't go with them.
No, they're drunk. So, yeah. We go to commercial. When we come back, RK Bro is still in the ring, and the Usos come out. And Orton says, look like the big dog let his bitches off their leash. I said bitch. Isn't it cool?
Reactions.
So the Usos challenge RK Bro to a tag team unification match. And Riddle says, you mean like Thanos trying to collect all the crystals?
They were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Yeah. Then the Street Profits come out and they start talking trash to the Usos. And Orton's like...
They're like, hey, we don't need titles.
Hey, why are we here?
Yeah, we don't fit in here.
And Orton's like, oh, you guys fight. So we have the Usos versus the Street Profits. Ford and Dawkins hit their neckbreaker finisher, but Jimmy kicks out. Ford hits a beautiful frog splash on Jay, but Jimmy breaks up the pin. In the end, the Usos hit Ford with the 1D for the win. After the match, RK Bro gets in the ring, and both teams hold up their belts.
Yeah.
The Usos leave, and then for some reason, Angelo Dawkins attacks Riddle, and they go over the top rope.
Yeah.
What did Riddle do to Dawkins?
I have no idea. But then Randy Orton's like, oh, let me just, RKO Montez Ford.
Yeah, he does that.
He messed up my guy. I'm going to mess up his guy.
Right.
So, I know why they did it. To keep him in the title picture.
Yeah. And then the Usos double super kick Gordon, and they hold up the Raw and SmackDown tag belts. Are they really going to unify these belts? I guess they are.
Who the fuck knows anymore? Who cares anymore?
But hopefully that would lead to like Riddle turning on Orton. But
that's what we need more than anything.
I wouldn't get our hopes up for that.
Yeah, but
we'll see. But that was SmackDown and Raw.
It was
2 shit shows with really nothing to enjoy. 0 funds, I believe.
Oh, yeah. I totaled that. 0 funds.
0 funds.
0 funds.
Yeah. That wasn't that difficult this week.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to awards. All right. Well, this week we have a special guest to do awards with us because this young man was at our live podcast.
He was.
At Turning Point Brewery, where you filled out a WrestleMania scorecard. And if you got the high score, then you get to come on the show and do awards with us. And this guy barely beat out his father just by a few points.
Yeah.
And again, they are the first father-son Patreons.
For What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Yes. So please welcome to the show, Nathan Smythe Jr.
Hello, everybody.
How's it going, man?
How are you?
I am doing swell. How are you guys?
We're all right, considering we had to recap Raw and SmackDown.
We just had to relive Raw and SmackDown, and pretty bad week, especially for you to do awards with us.
The shows were pretty bad.
Yeah. But it should make it interesting. But I guess let's do this. You ready to do this?
I am very ready.
All right. Let's see. Worst dressed. We'll let you go first every time, Nathan.
I had Madcap Moss because he always looks like such a doofus in the suspenders.
He sure does.
Fair enough.
Eric?
I had R-Truth, jacket and tie with no shirt.
Yeah.
Did
you notice Otis's sideburns? He has a goatee now, and then his sideburns don't go like to his jawline. They go to like the middle of his cheeks.
Oh.
Yeah. Go check that shit out. It was gross. I did not like it.
Okay.
Yeah. What about best dressed?
I had Bianca Belair.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one. I had Sasha on Raw.
I also had Sasha on Raw.
In the orange?
In the orange, yeah. She looked pretty smoking, but
yeah.
Her and Bianca are always great. Worst acting?
Ronda.
Ronda Rousey. Ronda Robot Rousey, as Eric named her earlier in the show.
Yes.
Extremely accurate.
So I had Dana Brooke during the disaster, which was a 24/7 segment, when Tamina pointed out that there's a ref.
Yes.
Dana Brooke did like a Home Alone. She just like stood there and screamed while waiting to be rolled up by Nikki Cross, which took a good like 5 seconds.
Right.
So, and she was just awful in the rest of the segment.
Yeah, there was a lot of nominees this week. I went with Bobby Lashley because he was just, again, struggled to get the words out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Best acting?
I had a tie between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens because they're both always so good.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm leaning more towards Cody now.
All right.
Okay.
Eric?
I actually went with Roman.
Roman?
Yeah.
I couldn't give it to anyone this week because I just did not enjoy anything on the shows. That was a tough one for me. I'm going no one.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Especially, I would have had Cody if he wasn't lame with that poop line or the "you're full of shit." Oh no, I won't say it. I won't say shit. I mean shit. I won't say fuck. Oh shit.
Right. Yeah.
All right, Nathan. Worst comment?
I had the Madcap loss joke.
Oh, Madcap loss.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I
That
will.
was bad.
I'm going to go with that as well. So, what does that mean?
Sweep it.
Sweep it.
Sweep it.
What about best comments?
I had Randy Orton saying, "Looks like the big dog let his bitches off the leash."
All right.
I didn't catch that. Jesus. So, I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
But what I did have was on SmackDown, Pat McAfee said about Xavier Woods' roll-up. He said, "That's not a small package. That quick roll-up is the backwoods."
The backwoods.
Yeah.
Right.
But I really like the let his bitches off their leashes. So I'm going to go with that.
All right, I'll go with that too. Nathan, if you'll do the honors again.
Sweep it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Worst match?
Sammy and Drew McIntyre.
All right.
That was bad.
I had Veer versus Dominik.
I went Priest versus Styles because I just hated how that whole thing ended. It just pissed me off.
Right.
So much. What about Super Slow-Mo?
Veer and Dominik.
I had Veer and Dominik.
I had RK Bro versus Alpha Academy, just because we've seen it so many times.
It a million times. Best match?
Cody and Miz was really good. I really enjoyed that one.
That's an easy one, right?
Yep.
Cody and Miz. Nathan?
Sweep it.
Sweep it. Worst move?
During the match with Dom and Veer, Veer did like an aggressive sit on the back of Dominik. That's what I had.
Okay.
All right.
I went similar. I mean, I went with Veer's submission. I think his submission is super lame.
I went with Tamina trying to slide Nikki Cross across the bar.
Oh my God, I forgot to mention that. Oh my, it didn't work at all.
At all. She just like moved her like a couple inches each time.
That could be like super slow-mo match.
Right.
Just because that took like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so bad. Yeah, that's a good one. What about best move?
I had the Cody Cutter on Miz.
All right.
Yeah, that always looks good.
Yeah.
What did you have, Eric?
When Montez Ford flipped out of the ring, took out the Usos, and then landed in front of RK Bro and started dancing.
Right.
I thought that was cool. It reminded me of like back when NXT was good, when Ricochet did that to Velveteen Dream.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh.
That was a cool little spot, yeah.
Yeah.
I had Ford's Frog Splash. Nothing like too special this week. Worst moment or segment?
The 24/7 bachelorette party.
That's really bad.
I had that as well.
Because I always pick that, the blue lights ending the Priest and Styles match.
Right.
I went with that this week because I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah.
I really couldn't. So I went with that. And then Best moment or segment?
So I have MizTV, but I also really enjoyed when Sammy was talking to Pierce about finding a match.
Okay.
And he said the next person who goes to the door, I'm going to fight, and then got scared when it was Drew.
Right.
Yep.
I thought that was cool.
I actually had MizTV as well. I thought the Cody Miz segment was really good.
Yeah, right. It had that little flop there, but I'll go MizTV as well.
Right.
So, yeah. We all had the same, right? So,
yeah.
One more time, Nathan.
Sweep it.
There you go.
Sweep it and weep. I don't know. That was terrible.
Well, thanks again, Nathan, for coming on to do awards with us. Thank you for your support on Patreon, as always. Is there?
Thanks for coming out to the live show.
Yeah, exactly.
Filling out a scorecard.
Of course, guys.
You didn't beat Eric's score, though.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
But
I did really good.
Eric did really good.
I'm the Mr. WrestleMania of this podcast.
That's bullshit.
No.
Fucking Battle Royal bullshit.
Yeah.
Should have been on the scorecards. Do you want to shout anyone out, Nathan? Like your dad or something, you know?
Yeah, I do want to shout out my dad and tell him that I beat his bitch ass in this and that I'm better than him.
There you go.
Fantastic.
Suck it, Nate Sr.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's what we like to hear.
That is what we like to hear.
Some nice father-son trash talk.
Because as I believe, your dad always likes to post in our Facebook group.
Yeah.
But he's currently in Facebook jail, so...
Oh, he is?
Yep.
He is.
Yeah, 14 more days.
Yeah.
Today.
What did he do? Can we even say?
I don't know. It probably fucking nothing.
Right.
They're so hypercritical about everything now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for coming on, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nathan.
See you later. See you.
Bye.
Alrighty. There we go.
That was a good one.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to some breaking news. Oh, yeah, you just did it.
I broke the glass.
Broke the glass.
Yeah.
So last Friday, Tony Khan tweeted the following. An independent study has confirmed that much of the staunch anti-AEW online community aren't real individuals. It's a staff running thousands of accounts plus an army of bots to signal boost them. Look closely, these aren't real people. Who'd pay for such a widely expensive thing? Ever wonder why so much of the activity of these accounts is retweets and replies? Like, who actually has 80% of their activity as straight up retweets? Research this one yourselves. You internet detectives thrives in these situations. Speaking of wild things, you don't want to miss Jon Moxley versus Wheeler Yuta on Rampage tonight. Rampage.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow.
This fucking guy is a lunatic.
Right.
An army of bots. So basically he's accusing WWE of doing this. Because like, who else would do it?
Right, exactly.
And he's like, who would pay for such a wildly expensive thing? You're paying for this study to be done.
Right, yeah.
I mean, this is so dumb.
Yeah.
The reaction to this from everyone on the internet was so amazing. Even like the AEW marks couldn't defend this.
I know. They're like, oh, bad take.
And like everyone was acting like a bot. You know, when I posted the AEW recap, I was like, bleep blorp. Watch our recap.
Me.
I retweeted Tony Khan. I was like, bleep blorp, WrestleMania was better than Ring of Honor. Which before WrestleMania, Tony Khan like did an interview where he said like, I saw that WrestleMania was gonna suck, so I booked a better show for Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Well, how does he feel now? Because you had Samoa Joe come out, but other than that, what was your Ring of Honor show really? WrestleMania had Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, you had Samoa Joe.
A lot of great matches. And then you had Mercedes Martinez in some shit match.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you did have FTR versus the Briscoes, which I heard was a fucking amazing match.
Right.
So,
but it wasn't better than WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this guy's insane.
He is. I like it. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a...
Oh my God.
This guy.
My favorite picture ever.
He's lost. He's insane.
Lost his marbles,
yeah. And then him and Jim Ross were at a UFC pay-per-view this past Saturday.
Yeah.
And it showed Jim Ross, AEW announcer, and it said Tony Khan, co-owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Didn't even mention that he was the owner of AEW.
Wow.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. Tony Khan, conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, Tony Khan, cocaine addict.
Right.
Psychopath.
Wearing a foil hat.
Yeah.
The bots won't get me.
Also, WWE announced that the first major WWE Stadium event to be held in the United Kingdom in more than 30 years will take place in Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales on Saturday, September 3rd.
Yeah. And best of all, the waitresses and showgirls are all real Brits. Fresh from the streets of Cardiff, they are.
Fresh in your drink, governor.
I got to give credit to @Hota Ibushi. Simpsons Wrestling Meme retweeted that.
It's great.
It's fucking great. I love it.
So I guess this will be a pay-per-view, right?
Sure, yeah.
The stadium's capacity is 74,500.
Wow. So they'll market it as 100,000. Yeah.
I wonder what pay-per-view it'll be, though. They should make it some, like UK-based.
Right, yeah.
But we'll see. What was the last one was SummerSlam, right? That's the 30-year thing?
Yeah.
Was when they had it in they had SummerSlam there?
Right. I mean, if you're going to be there the next month, was it this year or next year? No, is it this year that's going to be the 30th anniversary? Or was it last year?
I don't know.
SummerSlam. Because, you're a month off. Why not? Why wouldn't you have just done it for SummerSlam?
Where is SummerSlam this year?
It's in Nashville, I think.
What?
Yeah.
SummerSlam?
Yeah.
SummerSlam Saturday?
Yeah. You know where Money in the Bank is, right?
Yeah.
Where SummerSlam was last year.
Yeah.
In a fucking stadium.
Yeah.
How are they going to hang the fucking from the roof?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
We'll see.
Wow.
Also, speaking of Alexa Bliss's wedding, did you see the videos and pictures from that?
I did.
They had NSYNC play.
Not
minus Justin Timberlake.
Minus Justin. Bowling for Soup was there.
Yeah.
Apparently
Makes
Yellow
sense.
Card was also there.
And did you see Braun Strowman wearing Crocs to the wedding?
Yeah.
Like a complete fucking idiot?
Pink Crocs, pink shirt that was way too small.
Yeah.
Also, did you see his hair?
Yes, I did. That's his new thing that he's doing for his wrestling career.
For his control. He may be controlling his narrative, but he's not controlling his hairstyle. What the fuck is that?
It's so bad.
Come on. That's what you wear to a wedding?
Pink Crocs. You stupid asshole.
Jeans, pink Crocs, a pink muscle shirt, and
with your
a pink
nipples,
belt.
with your nipples poking out.
Big ass nipples, fucking meatball pierced nipples. They're pierced.
Oh, why did you do that?
I don't know.
And he's with Veronica or Raquel Gonzalez.
Raquel Rodriguez.
Yes. Excuse me.
Because they're still,
What a stupid schmuck.
Yeah.
Did you see Nia Jax at that wedding as well?
Yeah.
Wearing a dress 2 sizes too small?
I didn't see that, no.
God.
Yeah?
Yeah. It did not look great.
Uh-oh.
And then Carmella and Corey's wedding, Jon Moxley wore a Bengals shirt.
Oh, yeah. What a fucking legend. Yeah.
I mean, that's better than pink Crocs, I would say, but yeah. I mean, if you see video of her walking in the dress, it's like, whoa.
Oh, okay.
She's walking down the aisle with the Miz, and it's just
really?
The dress is way too tight.
I think I saw that because they did the thing from The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, multiple stars at both weddings.
Yes.
Bailey was at Carmella's.
Right.
There's a video of Bailey saying, "Don't do it, Carmella. Don't do it. Marry me instead." Thought that was funny.
Yeah. Also, WWE auctioned off Liv Morgan's whip that she came out with at WrestleMania.
Uh-huh.
Did you see it?
I saw that it was up for auction. I didn't see the final amount or what it's up to.
Well, someone won. Someone got it. It's over.
Wow.
Do you want to take a guess at how much they paid?
It's a whip, right? Just
a whip that they bought at Party City, probably.
For $20.
Yeah.
I'm going to say $8,000.
Close. $10,671.99.
I'm a genius.
So what does that money go to?
Me. Me, goddammit. The Vince McMahon Fund.
$10,000 on a fucking...
Who the fuck has this money?
Stupid whip. It's probably green shirt guy.
Probably. Hey, if you're spending $10,000...
Sorry, I keep throwing up in my mouth thinking about spending $10,000 on a whip.
If you're spending this much money on a fucking $20 Party City whip, you better be a $5 patron of this show. Jesus.
By the way, I forgot to mention this. I gave, after WrestleMania, we were handing out business cards, and Green Shirt Guy came out, and I handed him one of our business cards. And I knew it was him. He had his green shirt covered with another shirt, but then the fucking bright green shirt was sticking out.
You're the only
one
who wears a lime green shirt.
Right. And he didn't say anything.
You've had the same facial hair for 30 years.
Right, yeah.
Grow a whole beard or fucking shave it off. You're not 22.
Hey, he might be listening. He might be a fan now of the podcast. Welcome, Green Shirt Guy.
Hey, join Patreon.
Join the Patreon. But I handed him the card, and he was just just didn't say anything and walked away.
Oh, yeah, he's totally listening.
He's a big star.
Yeah, he is. Big celebrity.
Yeah.
He had to sneak out.
Right. Also, Sunny, a.k.a. Tammy the Sitch. She really fucked up this time.
Ooh, you know fucked up.
Allegedly. Reports say that on March 25th, Sunny's 2012 Mercedes crashed into the rear of a 2013 Kia Sorento that was at a stoplight. The Kia then crashed into another vehicle. A witness accused Sunny of driving at a high rate of speed. The driver that she hit died, and Sunny was taken to the hospital with unknown injuries, and police believe that Sunny was under the influence of alcohol at the time of the crash.
Yeah.
So this is a complete failure, in the judicial system, because she's been locked up so many times for DUIs and all this shit. She should have been locked up.
Yeah.
And not let out again.
Absolutely.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So now she's killed someone. Sonny.
Brick killed a guy.
What a fall from grace.
Yeah.
Any other news you got there?
Shit, what just happened? What did I do? Let me see. So Sami Zayn took to Twitter.
All right.
Because a lot of people have been giving him shit about his match, blah, blah, blah. So he opened up about the match. He said, my WrestleMania match against Johnny Knoxville is one of my all-time favorites. Definitely proud of the matches. One of the matches I'm most proud of. I've had a lot of great matches in my career. I'd put this up with any of them. Anyone who saw this match will remember it. That's as good as it gets. So if he's happy with it, sure.
Right.
He's the one who did it. He had to do all the shit. So if he didn't mind it, cool.
Sure.
Let me see. I think that's all I had for news.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's go to rumors.
Rumors! Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed!
So there's a big rumor that the
Undertaker
will be having his own video podcast on Peacock, much like Stone Cold's Broken Skull Sessions.
Welcome to the Graveyard Sessions with Mark Calloway.
Yeah.
Today, I'm interviewing The New Day, and we're going to talk about that shitty movie we made.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Speaking of buried careers.
Here's three guys that'll never get pushed again.
Yeah.
Because I buried them in that movie.
So yeah.
Two former WWE champions who will never see that title again.
And Xavier Woods. That's it.
Who they'll never give the title to.
Breast.
I feel like I'm channeling fucking Ben Kingsley in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, there you go.
You'll never see me coming.
Dave Meltzer says the reason The Miz turned on Logan Paul at WrestleMania was because Paul worked it into his deal that he would be a babyface by the time the angle was over.
So that's it. The angle's over.
The angle's over.
So you had to do it right at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Still made no sense why he turned on him, though. But,
correct. Correct.
Whatever. And Fightful reports that Brandy Rhodes had several productive conversations with influential WWE names while backstage for Cody's debut at WrestleMania. I think Lashley speaks for us all when he says...
No.
Yeah.
I can't wait for her versus Stephanie next WrestleMania for Chief Brand Officer title on a pole match.
Wow.
This could be the worst event in wrestling history.
100%.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What do you have?
So I couldn't find any confirmation on it, but it looks like Curtis Axel, a.k.a. Joe Henning, a.k.a. McGillicuddy, was trying out as a producer this week and produced the Liv Morgan versus Sasha Banks match under the guidance of TJ Wilson, a.k.a. Tyson Kidd.
Wow.
So interesting. That
he probably was like, how about the powerbomb spot? And then TJ's like, well, yeah, but this is WWE, so then a roll-up after.
Obviously a roll-up.
Oh, right. Sorry, roll-up.
Has to end this. Yeah. Also, it's not really news. It's not really rumors, but just putting it out there, April 15th is right around the corner, which typically tends to be the day that they cut a shit ton of talent.
That's right.
So no names have been floating around as of yet, but hey, you never know.
Get ready. It's probably coming.
Right. If you had to name 3 right now.
Oh, man. Fuck. Maybe like Xia Li. They're doing nothing with her.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Shotzi.
Right.
And then what about a guy? What's a guy that hasn't been doing anything? I can see them like firing the Los Lotharios.
Sure. Yeah.
Can you think of anyone?
I wouldn't be surprised if Dakota Kai. Because like they had her and Raquel win the titles at Stand and Deliver. They lost them the next Tuesday.
Right.
And then they moved Raquel to SmackDown. So what does Dakota Kai do?
They might get rid of Nash or Wes Lee since his partner got released.
I saw something like that said like put him with Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Aaliyah? Aaliyah hasn't been doing anything.
Oh God, Aaliyah.
Oi!
What?
Oi! Yeah. Aaliyah, you've been let go.
Yeah. Wow.
Apollo Crews.
Commander Aziz. I mean, honestly.
Butch. Even Butch.
Oh, God.
Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah. There's a lot of names that could be gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. Elias. He'll probably get let go.
They'll let go of Elias. They'll keep Ezekiel. Fucking Ludwig, whatever. Schmemmer.
Yeah.
Maybe, what's his name? Dexter Loomis?
Maybe.
Not doing anything with him.
No. Yeah. All right. Fan questions.
Yeah.
Pop culture junkie. Push Fireberry. Liv Morgan uses her whip on you.
Oh.
While dressed as Catwoman.
Uh-huh.
Leather-clad Rhea Ripley is your dominatrix. And Bianca Belair hair whips your testes.
Oh.
I'm not into pain for sex, so I'm going to fire getting my testicles whipped.
Yes. I'll push Rhea.
As your dominatrix?
Sure.
But dominatrix, that's also pain for pleasure.
Not necessarily.
Like, she's not going to have sex with you, right? A dominatrix doesn't have sex with you.
It's my fucking fantasy. I'll do what I want.
No, you won't, because she's the leader. She's in control.
It's pop culture junkies fantasy.
I don't know. I guess I'll have Liv Morgan use her whip on me. It's $10,000 whip.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It must be amazing.
JT Pisani, Dominik, I now identify as Veer's bitch Mysterio, got cervical clutched by Veer once again.
Oh, my.
And then the guys that came to save him look like they went to the same tailor that Cody did before Monday Night Raw. Hey, don't get mad at me for noticing. That's what Cody's father said when he was younger.
Oof.
Okay. Alan Kimmett, the year is 2027. It's the main event of WrestleMania Double or Nothing. Who's fighting and winning the AEW Interdimensional Multiverse Championship?
Roman Reigns.
Well, hold on. It's 2027. Romania Reigns.
Romania
will beat...
Okay. Let's see. Birdie Danielson.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Birdie Danielson versus one of Miz's kids.
Yeah, sure.
Jake
Baker, what do you think the most interesting story is so far going into WrestleMania 2 Backlash Boogaloo? I feel like Sonya and Bianca could have some promise. You feel wrong. That's not true. No.
Ooh,
I don't know. Cody and Seth again. That's it.
Yeah, that's about it.
So far.
Wait, I have one from Shrek Jackson. Can you please read this? As Stone Cold?
I knew you were going to do this.
I know.
Okay, so
Shrek Jackson posted this in our Facebook
This
group.
is a picture of Stone Cold as Toad.
In Mario 64.
In Mario 64.
Hey, Mario, the big old 500-pound sumbitch Bowser took the damn princess and used all the star power to put everyone in paintings. And I said, well, god dang, take your ass inside those paintings and recover the stars with a little bit of jumping, what? A little bit of punching, what? And a little bit of ass whooping, what? To save that princess bitch Peach. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Toad said so, you piece of trash.
Oh, that was fucking great.
Stone Toad said so.
Stone Toad said so.
Wow.
Yeah, I told everyone I'd do it. So.
Yeah, I know. I was like, maybe he forgot.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Amir, I'm still getting my voice back. Amir, can't believe I've been listening to 3 bots and Josh discuss wrestling for almost 4 years. How could you, Andrew? Sorry.
That's not compute.
I'm so sorry. Alec, do you like Cody as a babyface in WWE, or do you still think he should have turned heel? I mean, so far, so good, right? So far, it's going well.
So far, so good.
So we'll see. Don't bring Brandy in.
How long before they fuck it up?
Right. Crystal Methodist, what was in those beers at Mania? You guys loved both nights and did a complete 180 on Cody. Well, if he's booked right, so far it's been booked well.
Anyone who's booked right can be liked. I mean,
and when you switch companies, you get a redo. You start over in a way.
Especially because it wasn't just like, it wasn't like spoiled. Like we didn't know it was, I mean, we knew it was Cody.
Yeah.
But WWE didn't tell us until the fucking music hit. And then it was American Nightmare Cody. It wasn't just like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Smoke and mirrors.
Right.
You know?
Plus,
it's all
you had
about the booking.
You had Stone Cold on both nights, kicking ass, drinking beers. It was awesome.
Stunning.
Old Greg, only one man left to size up to Reigns. Randy.
Ooh.
Well, they feuded a long time ago.
Yeah.
I guess they could do it again.
Sure.
The Unstoppable Roll-Up. Have you guys ever thought about doing a best finisher of all time bracket?
I thought we did.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could find that on Patreon. I actually attached the link for his question, but yes,
nice.
We did a best finisher.
What a nice guy.
Bracket, and that is on Patreon.
Yeah.
If you need help, if you ever need help finding anything on Patreon, just let me know.
Yeah.
But I do have a tutorial video attached to make it easy to find anything on there.
I think I'm going to put together a bracket, like best John Cena moment.
Okay.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's had some really great moments.
Yeah.
Like, not just WrestleMania, like so many pay-per-views.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You could maybe
You could probably also have worse John Cena moments, too, with 32 of those as well.
Oh, okay. Like 32 good ones, 32 bad ones. What's the best or worst Cena moment? What wins the bracket?
Brian Till, who do you predict is in the main event of SummerSlam? I think it's Cody and Roman, right?
I think so.
It's gotta be.
At least for one of those titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pantyhose John, do you think they should bring back videos on the Titantron and entrances instead of just the wrestler's name? I feel entrances has become boring and stale.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, once they started doing that, we've complained about that.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to just see someone's name.
Right.
I want to see them doing their finisher, like doing all sorts of stuff.
I want to see their finisher 10 times in a row as they walk to the ring.
Right, yeah.
Jeff Worrell, what's more embarrassing, someone walking in the room while you're watching a dirty movie or someone walking in the room while you're watching a Raw 24/7 title segment?
24/7 title segment.
Because at least if they walk in, you're watching a dirty movie, you're like, oh, okay, well, everyone does that, and you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, a little too much.
You walk in, And they're watching. Well, you're watching that, and it sucks. No one likes this. You're an idiot.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Roll Up Connoisseur, do you think Vince heard all the complaints about the Raw after Mania and said, you know what's worse? 2 24/7 segments. Ha 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 ha.
Fuck all you.
Such good shit. Most likely, yeah. Ian McAllister, how much longer until Montez gets a singles push? With a little added muscle and a few tweaks to his character, I think he could be a future champ.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, he's got the athleticism.
Yeah.
He's got a very outgoing personality.
Definitely.
He needs to not be a goofball anymore.
That too.
And it's time to break up the Street Profits. They have been the tag champs a bunch of times already.
Yeah.
It's time.
It's time to move on.
Montez Ford could be an IC champ or a US champ. You know?
I love it.
Zaheen Rahman, what are the chances Cody and Seth are in a random tag team by the end of the month? Probably like 90%, right? I mean, at least.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, like for a one-off, there's probably like a good chance they at least do it once.
Right. Fight the Usos.
Yeah.
RK Bro.
Right. Didn't, who was it? Finn Balor and someone else beat the Usos like 6 months ago. Oh, Big E and Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah.
Beat the Usos and then never got a title shot.
Yeah. Wasn't a championship contender match.
I think it was, though.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck. Well, they're due.
Nathan Bain, I might be the only one, but I think the Elias Ezekiel stuff with KO is actually funny. Obviously, it's their intention to make fun of Elias, trying to cover up his... Yeah, I mean, I get. We'll see where it goes. We've been wrong before, where something starts off as shit and becomes good, but
yeah,
I don't see it here.
No, I don't really either.
Max Moon's over my slammy after using the words belt and wrestler. Do you think if Cody sneezed, that would have been strike 3? This isn't AEW more, bub. You watch your P's and Q's. That's true. Vince doesn't like when you sneeze, when people sneeze.
Right.
Yeah.
You better run the fuck away.
Wrestler, belt. If he sneezes, then Vince is like, I got some makeup for you.
Right.
You come be my star.
We've got some great merch lined up.
Yeah.
Remember these?
Yeah. Alex Miheloff, is Nakamura truly only an entrance now? This is the second or third time in recent memory he's come out only to be attacked by the Usos for no particular reason. Yeah, probably. That's true. That has been happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amraj, duck-sized Molly.
Yeah.
With the UK pay-per-view announced for September, will this mean a What's Wrong with Wrestling visit for the first time? Pints are on me.
So, sure, let's get a GoFundMe to get What's Wrong with Wrestling over to Cardiff. And sure, my vacation resets right around that time. So
yeah, I mean, it would be great, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Right.
Ghost of Johnny Drip Drip. How long before KO inevitably gets Ezekiel over just by being objectively hilarious in his segments with him? I don't know, man. This seems like a tough one. It really seems like a tough one.
It's a tough pill
Not
to
sure
swallow.
if Ezekiel can get over here, but we'll see.
Yeah.
James Griffith, what is y'all's honest opinion on Seth Rollins' character? I mean, I like his character.
Yeah, I like it fine. You know, the laughing's great. Like, still one of my favorite things is, like, if you watch watch Cody's entrance when, like, Seth, like, starts laughing and then he just gets, like, really serious all of a sudden. So good.
Yeah.
Like, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, when he was doing his Messiah thing, we hated that.
Right.
That was terrible. But no, he's good again. He's a good heel. Falcon Spade, Tommaso Ciampa being called Tommaso Ciampa, was this a fluke or did Vince run out of ideas? Give it time.
Yeah.
Give it time.
Let it breathe.
He'll lose his first name soon enough.
Yeah. And his last name.
Yeah, probably, yeah. C. Here comes C.
Beard guy.
Beard guy. So since they dropped Austin Theory's first name, does that make him just a theory and not real?
Correct. Yeah. That's science.
Yikes. Ivana eat maas. Ivana eat maas. Eat maas.
Okay. All right. I don't get it, but sure.
How do wrestlers memorize their entire match? I was watching recently and was in awe that guys can memorize 100 actions in a 10-minute match.
They actually only plan out 2 or 3 spots, maybe, and then talk through the rest.
Yeah. I mean, there's some matches like the Fatal 5-Way at day 1. That was all put together, you know, because it's spot after spot after spot. It's big spot. Like those type of matches are like that. But like a one-on-one match, I mean, most of the time they're not completely planned out.
Right.
Like we've heard that Randy Savage likes to do that. Like his match with Ricky Steamboat, WrestleMania 3, was completely planned out, every single spot.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's not like that. They talk to each other during the matches. Joe Walsh, when it comes to pay-per-view events, how many gimmick matches is too many? All the matches, half of them, etc. I mean, it just depends. Like when they do Hell in a Cell, I think 3 Hell in a Cell matches is too much. I think you do 2 Hell in a Cell matches, one for the women, one for the men. That's it.
No, you do them all.
All Hell in a Cell.
All Hell in a Cell.
I think it waters it down when you do that. But
yeah.
Mark, I think one time there should be an Eric-only episode called What's Wrong with the Pizzanos, where he recaps all the times Andrew and Joe get on his nerves. He could have a soundboard with sound bites from Andrew and Joe. Yeah, you want to do a solo podcast all by yourself?
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all the soundbite clips are just you and Joe making fun of me.
Right.
Feel right at home.
Yeah. As you just hit me, I'm like, Lana.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Drove Doshi, don't be plugging into the podcast, but saw the Logan Paul one with Sasha and Becky. Sasha was super weird. Becky was awesome. Did you guys see it? I did not.
Negative.
No, sorry.
No.
Carolyn Holly, pick one woman and one male that you think would have a good intergender match. I would say Carolyn and Josh.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we've been waiting for that one.
Yeah, Carolyn. Kick Josh's ass.
For sure.
Yeah.
Put the title on the line, too.
Yeah. Sasha Banks and Finn Balor, they both weigh the same, I think.
Yeah.
To do some stuff.
Raquel Gonzalez versus both the Los Lotharios. Exactly. We talked about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victor Castillo, would you rather take a shitty build with a classic match or a classic build with a shitty match? You could even use WrestleMania 38 for reference.
I'd rather have a shitty build with a classic match because at least you get the match.
Right. It's
you know.
true. I mean, like, both are kind of disappointing in a way, but like a great build would be Orton and Triple H.
Rock,
and then their shitty Mania match, their boring Mania match.
I mean, hot take, but Rock Austin from WrestleMania 17, you know, so many people hate the way it ended.
Yeah.
But the build was fucking incredible.
Right.
You know?
But like Seth and Cody, that build was terrible.
Yeah. Because it was only Seth.
Yeah. Ended up being a great match.
Yeah. Yep. We all liked it. We all loved it. We all marked out.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, that's all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. $5 a month gets you everything. Go check it out. We're gonna be playing WWE 2K22 this month and the worst promo bracket part 2. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. Check it out.
Do it.
And listen to us on Hollywood Hogwash, our other podcast.
You like Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Check out our take.
Oh, yeah.